Hello, and how y'all doing today? Welcome to another vlog. Today's gonna be a quick little one about what I do to prepare for a road trip with Electra. I do things, I always like to check to make sure that everything is sound before I leave, because we're traveling this weekend to Pennsylvania, which is roughly, our destination's roughly 200 miles, I guess. It's like a 6-hour drive up there, and you don't want to be that guy on the side of the road with your friends. So these are the quick little checks that I do before I take my car out on a long road trip. Let me give you a little picture of it real quick. Okay, the first thing I do, I check to see if I have enough coolant in my car. On the supercharger that I have, you have your normal coolant tank there, and then I also have a separate one for the intercooler, which is right here. My levels are fine. I test run it and they seem to be good. So with my particular car, because it's running the supercharger, there's some things I check that probably that you won't check, because you either have it or you don't. Next thing I do is check the serpentine belt that's on here. Now, anybody that knows cars, this is the lifeline. This belt breaks and you are screwed pretty much. I always carry a spare in the trunk, so if anything goes wrong, I have a separate one to put on there. This one seems to be wearing good, so I don't think we'll have any issues there. Next thing I do is check my oil. So you want to make sure that your oil levels are fine. With these cars, they tell you your oil life and whatever, but just like anything electronic, it could go wrong and lie to you. So I want to go ahead and check that myself. So the oil looks fine, and we're good there. Next thing I check is my window washer fluid. Now you're like, why the window washer fluid? Well, we're planning on leaving in the morning, and if any of y'all ever traveled at night, y'all know that bugs and everything will squish on there. You're going to use your window wiper fluid, so you want to make sure you have some to use. So we are topped off there too. One of the most important things is your tires. Make sure they're equally pressured all the way around. You don't want to have a bad wear or something funky with your wheels when you're going down the interstate at 80 miles an hour. So you definitely want to check what's going on there. If you want, you can always check your interior stuff. Make sure you have all the proper paperwork, just in case there's a little mishaps happen when you end up going to Mexico. You know, it happens, especially when you're in a crowd of 4 or 5 Mustangs. You tend to do some things that you don't normally do when you drive. So you always want to make sure you have your proper paperwork with you. What else? Hold on real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, next thing you want to check, if you are running the same size tires that your car came with, is your spare tire. Me, I'm running bigger tires on mine, and my spare tire you can't get to because it has a stereo on top of it. So that's kind of null and void, but that's where I go back to the paperwork, because my car insurance has towing, so I want to make sure I have all the proper information for that, just in case anything goes wrong. If you're traveling in a pack of cars, like I said, we're taking probably 5 or 6 cars with us. I guess you want to do the buddy system. You always want to have a partner that you're always going to be with, especially if you don't know where you're going. So that way you have a lead car and a follow car. Usually what happens when you have a bunch of cars, you're going to get split up at some point. Last year there was like 10 of us. 5 of us went one way, the other 5 went the other way, and then 30 miles down the road we met up again. So we it's kind of funny how that worked out, but you know, you just want to have your buddy system to go with. We do take walkie-talkies with us, so we can talk to them, but anybody that has ever had a walkie-talkie, they say they go 10 miles, 15 miles, whatever, they go like 35 feet. So once if somebody's out of your sight, you can't talk to them anyway. So, but yeah, so those are the things that I check. Like I said, you just want to make sure your fluids, your air pressure, if you have a supercharged car, your belt, your antifreeze, anything that may possibly go. Check your hoses, make sure that they're looking pretty good. Like I said, everything's been redone in my car, so hopefully I'll have no issues with that. But just make sure where all the links come together and where everything's tied up together. Make sure everything's good. Oh, see, she stopped right this time. Whipple. Sorry, bird. You know, get a little sidetracked. But anyway, and the last thing I would do, and this is kind of optional, I would wash your car before you take off. And the reason why I say that is because whenever you get to your destination, it's easier to clean because your car isn't as dirty. Like I said, we're going to American Muscle, so we want to keep our cars halfway clean, once we get there. But you know, you can't help what's in the road along the way. So plan your destination is another thing. Plan the route that you're going, so if y'all do get separated, you know where you're going. Meeting spots, gas stations, whatsoever. So like I said, these were just a little quick video on some of the things that I put out there when we go on our road trips. Like I said, we're taking Electra, we're taking my wife's car, which is another California special. Then we're going up there with at least 4 or 5 more Mustangs. So I'm gonna have that videotaped on the way up there. So I'll have some footage. I don't know if I'll drop it till I get back. I usually do all my stuff on the Mac, and I don't have a laptop that's a iBook or anything. But on another thing, I'm going to throw up a picture of some new shirts that I've got. I've bought them for just me right now. Nothing special, just to get my name out there once I'm at American Muscle to wear it when I do some videoing. So they're Into My GT, you'll see, and on the back will say Into My GT Entertainments with the YouTube logo. I think they're pretty cool. So, but anyway, thanks for spending the time with me and these quick little checks on the car, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next video. So y'all have a great afternoon and stay cool, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.